Hello, everyone. My name is Niesha Roary, and I will be reading to you today my very first published book. It's called Very Victoria, Moving to Michigan. Very Victoria will be a series. Moving to Michigan is the first book in the series, and I am super excited to share it with you all today. A little bit of a background about myself is I am originally from California. I moved to Michigan for the first time when I was 6 years old. And I really thought it was important to show the thoughts and feelings that a 6-year-old child has dealing with a big move. So throughout this book, you will understand what Victoria was thinking of, what her thoughts and feelings were about moving to a new state, going to a new school, and how she kind of overcame those obstacles. So I am so glad that you all are here with me today, and I will proceed with reading the book. So here is the cover. This is Very Victoria, Moving to Michigan, written by myself, Niesha Roary. Hi, my name is Victoria. Once upon a time, not long ago, I lived in California with my mom and dad. I was in first grade at Bayside MLK, and my teacher was Mr. Skillian. I loved going to school there, learning new things and playing with my friends. Best of all, my cousins went to the same school. One day, mommy said she had something to tell me. So we sat on the couch and to talk, and she told me that we would be moving far away to Michigan. I didn't understand why. I love living in California. My mommy explained that my grandfather was sick and she had to go help him. I had been to Michigan before, but just to visit. Now I would be moving there. I remember I walked into the kitchen and looked at Daddy and asked why we had to move. With tears in his eyes, he told me that he would not be going with us and that Mommy and I would be moving to Michigan alone. I had never been apart from my daddy for more than a weekend, and now I would not be able to see him every day. I didn't want to go. California was my home, and there were so many cool things there. The Golden Gate Bridge, which is big and red, connects Marin County to San Francisco. The Pacific Ocean, which is super cold, but still fun to play in. Southern California has Hollywood, where all the movie stars live, and Disneyland, where Mickey Mouse lives. And best of all, the weather is so warm, much warmer than Michigan. I couldn't understand why we'd want to move. As I said before, I love living in California. My grandma's house was nearby, and I got to visit there often. There I would see my aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends laughing, talking, and enjoying each other. At my grandma's house, there was always a great smell coming from the kitchen. Something good was always cooking or baking. I was worried about my move to Michigan. Who would I play with there? I'd have to go to a new school and make new friends. What if I couldn't make new friends? What if people didn't like me? What if they thought my clothes were weird or that I talked different? And who would I eat lunch with? Thinking about all those things made me nervous. Before it was time to move to Michigan, I got to enjoy the summer with my family and friends in California. We had barbecues, water fights, and slumber parties. I even learned how to ride a two-wheel bike. I was nervous about falling, but my cousin held the back of my seat until I felt comfortable riding by myself. Before I knew it, I was a pro at bike riding. When it was finally time to move, I had to say goodbye to my family and friends. And that made me really sad. I didn't know if I'd see them again. Life as I knew it was about to change, and change is hard. Each time I went to visit my mom's family in Michigan, we flew on the plane and I got wings to pin on my jacket. I always thought that was cool. I liked being high in the sky and looking above the clouds, but this time it was different because I was actually moving for good. Now that mommy and I are in Michigan, we live in a house where I have a bedroom, a big backyard, and a playroom where I love to play school, draw pictures, and play with my toys. We lived on the same street as my granny, who is my mom's mother, so I can walk to her house if I want to. Whenever I miss my family and friends back in California, I write them letters or call them on the phone. Even though I'm able to talk to them, it just isn't the same as being with them. Sometimes the weather in Michigan is cold. It snows in the winter, and I've learned how to build a snowman. Before I go outside, I have to put on lots of clothes. I bundle up in my snow pants, a big coat, a scarf, gloves, boots. It's kind of hard to run around in all that stuff, but it keeps me warm. Now that I've been in Michigan for a while, it turns out that Michigan is not so bad. I've learned that the four Great Lakes touch Michigan, that Mackinac Island and Lake Huron is a popular place to visit for vacation, and that Detroit is home to Motown, where many famous recording artists got their start. Sometime at night, I pray that God will heal my grandfather so mommy and I can move back to California. Although I still miss California and my family and friends there, I know I could always go back to visit there. California will always be my home, and I will always remember the good times I had there. For now, I'll make the best of my time in Michigan until I return home to California. Thank you.